Hey there, it's Powdered Cheese Aficionado. Today I'm going to be working on some ideas for a Jeskai Control deck in Best of 3 Standard. Probably going to be combining some cards and ideas from my last two builds on this channel, the Bant Control deck and the Izzet Control deck. So let's get to it. So I have already some ideas for cards that I definitely want to include in this deck, and that definitely means Lightning Helix for me. No more lies. Do 3 steps ahead. Probably get lost. Probably be a lockdown deck. And we can always do Brotherhood's End instead of Temporary Lockdown as a low to the ground sweeper. Kind of a tough decision. We could definitely do a split too. We'll do one Brotherhood's End in the sideboard for now. Definitely interested in trying and using Biza a bit more, so start with 3 of these. And the new Ral I had a lot of fun with in my Izzet Control deck, so let's do that. We'll do an ill-timed explosion. Start with 2 of those. Probably Spellgyre, seems like a pretty solid new card. Counterspell and card advantage wrapped into one. So I think I'll do 2 Season of the Burrows, and then I'll do 1 Season of Weaving, 1 Season of the Bold, and definitely some Starfall Invocations, because this card is just a great sweeper in my opinion. Not sure if Sunfall is maybe better, but this is nice because it'll get a Biza back. Definitely going to do a Chandra Hope's Beacon, probably just one of these to start. Fires of Victory, I'll do one of those. Our sideboard is probably going to be pretty similar to what a blue-white control deck sideboard would be. So I definitely do want to do Jace the Perfected Mind as a mill win condition. Start with 3 of those. It's good against control and graveyard-based strategies. Tishana's Tidebinders, which is great against Domain. Destroy Evil. Rest in Peace is our graveyard hate of choice, I would say, for white, because we don't have access to green, which I'm missing right now for the Frillback, but I'm going to do 2 Rest in Peace and Union of the Third Path for some life gain and card advantage. Start with 2 of those. Maybe it's too many, but who knows. We'll do an extra Spellgyre in the sideboard. Definitely want to do 1 Sunfall at least, and maybe even 2. Maybe we do 4th Jace and a 2nd Sunfall and get rid of one of the Union of the Third Paths. God, this user interface system is just terrible, isn't it? Just do a smattering of blue-white lands, some fast lands, creature land, maybe a little pain land. What else do we want? Oh, we definitely want Fabled Passage. Or maybe we do 3 and a Demolition Field. I don't know if Demolition Field is maybe a little risky in a 3-color deck, but it just does seem to definitely have some utility. So this is our starting Jeskai Control list. Got a smattering of interaction spells, some win cons in Biza, the Bounding Spring, Chandra Hope's Beacon, and then lots of card advantage with Spellgyre, Season of the Bold, Season of Weaving, Season of the Burrow. Gets back our temporary lockdowns. 3 steps ahead, just the old combo spell. Lots of modalities. In our sideboard, we're really ready to go against any graveyard strategies and control builds with Jace the Perfected Mind. We have Tasha's Tidebinder to shut down Domain and any other pesky decks we might face. I love Jeskai as a color combination, and I'm sure there are cards I'm forgetting to add right now, but let's see how this does in Best of 3 Standard and jump to some games. What a weird opening hand. If we are not against a creature deck, this is bad, but I think we'll just hope our Normalize can really carry us right now and see what happens. And we do draw land, unfortunately, so I'm just going to crack one of these Fabled Passages and get a Plains. And next turn we'll have Normalize online. They are ramping, so potentially this hand could be good. We keep drawing lands, however, which is very bad. Okay, they give nothing for us to counter, and they just ramp. Okay, and we draw our third land in a row, unfortunately. And for some reason, I don't think it'll give us any advantage. I'm just not going to play Mountain yet, so they don't know that we are a 3-color deck. And wow, what an awful opener we have so far. Terror of the Peaks, we are definitely going to counter. Good to know what type of strategy we're up against. And we do draw a Row, which is actually great timing, so I'm just gonna play this bad boy. Definitely one of my cards I'm liking more from the newest set. Draw 3, and wow, have we just drawn all our basics? So we have one basic left, so I think I'm just going to get rid of Fabled Passage and the Plains. And we are a bit exposed right now. They do get another Terror piece down, but we can sweep it up with Starfall Invocation, which I think is probably what we'll end up doing. Does leave us open next turn without our counter spells up, unfortunately, but I think we just do that. Morale gets to tick up, which is great, and we make a 1/1 otter.
I hope you've got.
And we probably just slam something big again right here. Oh, okay, so they don't get to use the multiple modes of Smuggler's Surprise, so I'm actually kind of happy that they use this card. Okay, we get a Lightning Helix. I'll play an island, and now we do have our counter spells open, which is great. And I think I'm just going to make another Prowess Otter right here. And swing for one big hefty attack right there. Alright, they give us something to counter. We could also kill this with Lightning Helix, and they don't have but if we do 3 steps ahead, we do get to use our mana better. They'll do 2 damage to Ral, which I don't really care about. This does ramp them a bit, though. It's a toughie. I think I'm gonna do the mana efficient play. Counter that and draw 2 or 3 steps ahead.
I've calculated exactly what I need.
Okay, we can discard the fast lane, which would come in tapped. Ooh, we get a Biza. That's nice. So Biza gets us some things here for sure. We could also draw with Ral. Our options are opening up. Let's just say that. So what do we really want to do here? Maybe we play Biza and hold up Nomaralize. Play a tap land. And I think I'm just going to keep ticking up Row, which is rather cheeky of me, you could say. But play Biza now to get the life, so when our otters attack, they would actually be not above us if we had done that first. Wow, I mean, they're just dropping the big bombs without a Caverner of Souls to make them uncounterable, so our counter spells are looking really good here, and they scoop it up. Can't handle the heat of the constant denial. Alright, so I have faced this Gruul ramp deck before, and if they have Caverner of Souls next time, which I'm sure they will, although I'm not really even sure what creature type you put it on, right? So maybe we keep our counter spells in. If they want Sunfall, I'd say Destroy Evil seems pretty good. Lightning Helix less so. I think we get rid of all of our lockdowns. We put in Tasha's Tidebinder. Spellgyre. Another Tidebinder. So what do we cut? Let's get rid of, I think, Ill-Timed Explosion, because damage-based attacks against our enemy are maybe not the best. We really want just outright kills because of their big behinds, big creatures. And I guess I'm trying to decide, maybe I'll drop 1 3 steps ahead and go to a Union of the Third Path just for life gain. So I'm going to assume we'll face some Cavern of Souls this time around, and but I just haven't seen them actually use it yet. So once I see it, and if we lose this game, you know, I'll probably cut the counter spells a bit for the third game. I'm gonna keep this hand, maybe stupidly. So we do have no more lives on our second turn, and we do draw a land, which is very good news. I'm just gonna crack my Fabled Passage now because it annoys me when people wait. I know there's maybe an ounce of strategy to waiting, but no need to keep our opponent unhappy. So they ramp. I don't see a Cavern of Souls yet, which is great for us. So I'll play our fast land, and then we have no more lives open. They do nothing. We play a land. We pass. Unfortunately, we do not have 2 blue or 3 steps ahead here. All right, and I'll definitely counter the Terror of the Peaks. If we don't draw a land here, I think we Union, because we can't do anything. And we do get a land, which is great, but it's not a double blue, unfortunately. Do gain a lot of life, though, with our Wind-Scarred Crag here. Okay, so another Terror, and we don't draw a land. That's bad. So something I could do right here is I could draw 2 with 3 steps ahead and hope to hit an untapped blue for No More Lives. I could play a Biza here and it won't do anything, except it will give us a treasure to sweep next turn. So maybe that could be a move too. I think because either way we will probably end up sweeping. You don't really want to counter much, and we do have a high life total. So I'm gonna draw 2 and hope to hit a land. So we do hit lands. But not a blue. So here we go. Let's see. Let's put ourselves at their mercy and see what they can do. Okay, they're just gonna ramp more. That's pretty good for us. Get another blue. Funny, I'm not even feeling very threatened by this Terror right now, and our Biza still doesn't really do anything. So I'm gonna take a little gamble here and pass another turn. We got some pretty sweet kill spells here. A lot of you might hate Sunfall if you are a creature player, but I think Sunfall is great. That's all I'll say about that. Take 5 from the Terror, which is getting our Biza into playable territory. And no Cavern of Souls. I'm just going to pass. Nice. We do draw a land, so now we can play Biza. Unfortunately, our other blue source is what we want to use to cast Biza right here. Because if we take 1, we'll gain the life. But then we don't get to hold open 3 steps ahead, but we do have no more lives. So I'm gonna try it. You know, after winning the first game, I feel a bit more loosey-goosey, a bit more flexible. Not as stressed about winning this this game. So we gain a life from Biza, and that's it. Almost drew a card, but not quite. If you haven't seen this card before, it is quite good. Okay, so they are going to play Smuggler's Surprise, which I think we definitely need to counter, because they're trying to put two fatties from their hand on the battlefield with the second mode, or the second mode. Okay, so they're going to deal us a lot of damage this turn. Looks like 9 damage, and then what does this do again? Wow, okay, they deal us quite a lot of damage, quite explosive right now, and almost kill us. Oh my god. Oh, they actually just kill us there. Wow. Alright, we got stomped on right there. Stomped on by Calamity Galloping Inferno. Oh, and it repeats the process. I was a little confused how they got 2 Terror of the Peaks there. Lordy. Alright, so counterspells were looking good. We still didn't see a Cavern of Souls. Lightning Helix gains us life, but it doesn't really deal with these big creatures very well. And, it's tough. We definitely drew too many Bizas, but the life gain is nice for Biza. I think we get rid of Season of Weaving. Get one ill-timed explosion back. Go down a Biza, get a lightning strike back. Let's try it. So I guess I really made a mistake there by not dealing with the Terror of the Peak sooner. We will play, and what a beautiful opening hand. Oh, Jeskai. Look at these lovely cards and their color combinations. Okay. Lands are looking good. Got our 4th land there, very, very nicely timed. We have counter spells up. They do not have a Cavern of Souls yet. So let's not get completely beaten down by Calamity this time. And they do nothing. And we will also do nothing. I think here the question is, do we need 5 next turn, or do we need 3 steps ahead open right now? I think because we have no more lives, I'm going to do the tap land, and then next turn we'll have 5 for Season of the Burrow or Starfall Invocation if that's needed. Ooh, and they're a little stuck on mana, so that's good for us. I'm going to play Fabled Passage and get an island and say go. And now our plays have really opened up. We have... Okay, they're going to dig for mana. That's fine. So they're giving us more time to set up. Yep. So we have both modes of 3 steps ahead open. We could draw 3 steps ahead here, but I'm just going to get to keep it. Interesting that they kept a Brotherhood's End in their deck for this matchup. Not something I would choose to do, maybe. Alright, there's the Terror, so I think we're going to 3 steps ahead and draw here and just keep our hand nice and full. And now I'm getting flashbacks to our first, get rid of Lightning Helix here. Don't think it's going to do much. Getting flashbacks to our first game against this opponent where we just countered everything and then they scooped, which could happen again. We do get Chandra, which is pretty sweet. Alright, and I'm going to counter this. And do they stick around? Okay, I can feel the tilt coming through the screen. Alright, so we could leave open our... you know, I guess what they could do if we play Chandra is they could get a bunch of creatures on the field. If they have another Calamity and a Terror of the Peaks, that could be bad if they use Smuggler's Surprise, I believe it's called. But I'm just going to get Chandra down, and maybe they can't deal with it. And get some cards from Chandra off the top. Okay, so next turn we can copy Union if Chandra survives. Do they play Smuggler's Surprise here? That's kind of holding my breath. Okay. We get a Carnosaur. What do they discover? Trailblazer. Okay, so that could have gone a little worse for us, and it didn't. That's fine. We're just gonna sweep these bad boys up. How do we want to do this? Well, you know, I shouldn't have played that land. Should have waited, but you need a third path here and gain a bunch of life.
They won't know what hit 'em.
Gain 15 life, not bad. And then I think I'll just Sunfall, right? Unfortunately, we don't get to leave open counterspells yet again. But I think we have to sweep here. We could play Season of the Burrow also. Okay, I'm actually going to use Starfall Invocation in case Sunfall for some reason is better on a later turn because of its exile abilities. Bit scary here not having... Okay. Oh. Yep. So unfortunately they get to kill Chandra perfectly with their Tyrannix Rex, and this couldn't have been countered anyways. And we have to use a sweeper against it for sure. So it's not great for us, let's just say that. I think I'm going to use Sunfall. We could use Destroy Evil here, but then we don't get to hold 3 steps ahead open. So, Sunfall, and then we have 3 steps ahead open. Bit worrisome. We still have some good cards in our hand. And I wish Chandra hadn't died, but we press on. Okay, there's Terror of the Peaks. I'm going to let that resolve, because I don't know what they really play after it. Goes the core. This way we get to save our counterspell for next turn, and I'm just going to probably use Fires right here. Just to deal damage. Hold open Destroy Evil for something bigger. Alright, so now I can relax a little bit. We have a lot of counterspell backup. They don't seem to be caring about Cavern of Souls, which would really help their deck against mine. Alright, so counter this and draw 2. Nice. I'm going to discard a Season of the Burrow. And then... we do Season of Boulder or Ral here. I think we get the Ral down, because Ral is sweet. And I'm just going to start making threats with Ral. Pull it up 3 steps ahead, and feeling pretty good at this point. Okay, they deal 4 to Ral, and then probably another... Okay. Just gonna kill this.
Time to embrace the local.
And do they scoop it now? Let's see. What do they do? We start swinging in with our little weenies. Tick Ral up. Let's play...
I hope you've got a bottle of lightning.
Season of the Bold and get some card advantage and 1 treasure. Sounds pretty good to me.
Well, gotta
Some
work
prowess triggers. Get a bunch of cards. Sweet. Creature land. Attack. Feeling pretty good right now. And I know... And yep, we're just gonna counter that, big boy. Draw 2.
Aha! A solution!
Oh, opponent. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with our mountain of counter spells?
Otter to otter.
We just draw here with 3 steps ahead because it's gonna expire anyways. Get some prowess and decline. We got no more lies. So the world is our oyster right now. think I'll swing in with the Restless Spire. Sure, get another counterspell. Alright, they're dead next turn unless they can somehow get around our stuff. Interesting. Okay, so they play right into No More Lies.
Aha! A solution!
And that would be game. Get our tide. Yeah, okay. Well, the ruthlessness of control was really on display there. Constant counterspells is a vibe killer, and for some like me, a rather enjoyable part of Magic. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you in the next one.